The central theme of this week's double portion, Tazria-Metzora, is tsaras, the white lesions that would develop on a Jew's skin as a punishment for negative speech. The first portion, Tazria, outlines in great detail all the possible ways for a person to contract tsaras, and the second portion, Metzora, deals with the process of purification from this disease. But before the process begins, the Torah tells us that the Kohen would go outside the camp and he would have to see V'hinei nirpa nega hatzoras min hatzarua. Behold, the tsaras affliction was healed from the tsarua, the one who had the lesion. Now, as we know, the Torah never uses any extra words. So why does the Torah add here that the tsaras was healed min hatzarua? Who else was the wound healed from, if not this Jew? We'll get to the answer in a second. But before that, I have a quick personal request. Baruch Hashem, this week marks 3 years since we began producing these wonderful videos on a weekly basis. We're getting tremendous feedback, and we're constantly striving to create better content for you, and we also want to reach as many people as possible. So please, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be making a big difference. Thank you. Anyways, back to the Dvar Torah. They tell the joke about the guy who went out drinking after work, but ended up in a bad fight with cuts all over his face. When he stumbled into his bedroom at 2 a.m., he looked in the mirror and realized that if he didn't do something very quickly, he would have a lot of explaining to do to his wife the next morning. So he grabbed the Band-Aids off the shelf, took care of himself the best he could, and went to sleep satisfied. The next morning, he wakes up, and his wife is screaming at him, "What's the matter with you? I thought you told me you gave up drinking." He says, "Honey, what are you talking about? Why would you accuse me of doing such a terrible thing?" So she answered, "Well, my first big clue was when I got up this morning and found first aid cream and a bunch of Band-Aids stuck all over the mirror." Perhaps the words of the verse recited earlier need to be read very differently. Nirpa nega hatzaras. What is the sign that the affliction has truly been cured? Min hatzarua, when the afflicted person realizes that his malady came from within, from himself. So long as we insist on putting Band-Aids on the mirror, so long as we blame others, or our circumstances, or our surroundings for our own shortcomings, we can never experience true healing. It's only when we acknowledge that the problem is inside of us, min hatzarua, that is the beginning of our personal recovery. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'mevarach.